Frame morality, sure, why not?
We'll have discussions about morality in a minute. Right now, winners quarters at Shockwave. Smash Mob's Iggy squaring off against P2P with Gibus.
Yeah, I mean, this in any other week, this could very well be winners finals, and we're getting to see this in winners quarters already. Really speaks words and volumes about how this tournament has unfolded so far. Gibus opting for Lucario against Bayonetta, and I think he's been opting for Lucario a lot more in general lately. I don't know what's brought this on, but I think he's just not trusting his Greninja as much.
I mean, it's the hat. He came dressed for success, right? he's like, you know what? There's no point of me even hiding which character I'm going to go first. It's all over my face right now. But right now, Iggy, it feels like he knows exactly what's coming next from Gibus. He's winning out all of these exchanges pretty consistently. Both of these characters, not necessarily known for having an insane neutral game, per se, but Iggy is still making the most of it, still making all the right call-outs so far.
Yeah, I think the big thing about playing Lucario is, well, that was a great read by Iggy.
Forget the read. I mean, the read was great, but the punish itself was so well executed. There's a constant hitbox that still stays out whenever the aura charge is going. Iggy knows this, ensures that he's on the other side of Gibus's aura charge, and then starts the second half of the punish sequence.
It is difficult to get in on something like that, but his advantage is that that aura charge hitbox is only behind Lucario, so it not as difficult as, getting through an active hitbox like an active Captain Falcon up tilt or something like that. Back air, not going to do it. Lucario does not have any aura at the moment. And this is the thing right there. I was about to bring up that if he can get that aura charge on Iggy like he was looking for earlier, it'll be death at that percent. And indeed it was. He got that aura charge to up smash. And now this game's just right back to about even.
Against other Bayonetta mains, I'd say this can be very scary. I mean, with Bayonetta's recent nerfs, it makes it very tough to have those consistent zero-to-death options or those consistent ways to close out the stocks as before. But Iggy has such a refined punish game that I don't think he's going to be running into those same problems. And it's Gibus right now who's feeling all of the pressure despite having that aura and that rage constantly building here.
Yeah, I think that Gibus doesn't have to be scared as much. I mean, yes, Bayonetta can still kill, but not quite as easily. Can find that back air on the sweet spot, though, and it is quite an effective move. But I think the big thing about Gibus is that if he continues to play Lucario in this matchup, he doesn't have to worry as much about being at 120, 130%. He's played against Aerolink multiple times on the bigger stages like Dreamland, and lived to insane percentages and just gotten through it anyways because Lucario can live forever. But switching off to Greninja, I believe that this is probably better for the matchup. I think Greninja just has better frame data, and that's what you need against Bayonetta.
That's true, and of course the Shadow Sneak on top of that, the ability to get out of some of these multi-hit moves that Iggy will be connecting with, that gives Gibus the combo escape options that he didn't have previously. It was one of those change of paces, right? In the last game, it was like, hit me, now it's my turn. And in this game, it's just avoiding getting hit at all times.
It's sort of the more normal way to play Smash.
Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it. Oh, but this is not normal. I was expecting the up smash, to be honest, but Iggy, he's so creative with his punishes. Maybe thinking a little too out of the box there in order to connect.
But really out of the box is sometimes just what the fans want to see. Not to say that Iggy's just playing for the fans, but come on, it'd be good.
Oh, Gibus.
Somehow getting the red lightning on that water shuriken, that was interesting.
And not getting it on the forward air. All right, Nintendo, I see you.
Yeah, the forward air is, I think the knockback growth is not quite as much as you hope it to be. Also, Blue Pop.
And this is something that Gibus has now. Really quick access to the down throw forward air, right? A nice, consistent way to close the stock out that doesn't necessarily rely on, I guess, external factors.
Yeah. Well, great up airs from Iggy there to close out that stock. I mean, Bayonetta's up air is still quite good. Whether or not you can confirm to kill it from like 60, that's besides the point. It has great frame data and it still hits hard. Gibus finding a way to seal out that stock, though, and we are back to dead even here on the second stock in Game 2.
There's now, the Nair trying to find the up smash afterwards. He's so fortunate that iiGGY didn't go for a witch time there. That could have backfired horrendously.
I think that the big problem in this matchup that Gibus is going to be having is that he likes to go for the 50-50 reads in the kills. And because Bayonetta has that witch time, if he guesses wrong on the 50-50, it's going to be big trouble for him.
Yeah,
big problem.
And he knows this. It feels like he's playing a waiting game more than anything else before committing to any of these aerials. He might try to go for a mix-up later on after he's deconditioned iiGGY from using the witch time.
That up B, a lot of people don't realize just how good that up B is at escaping combos. It might not be like Game & Watches where it sends you super high and away from the combos, but it does send you up to the maximum height for it almost immediately.
So smart from Gibus, avoiding the bullet arts, gets the up air, and off the platform, finds the moment and seizes the game. Now tied up 1 apiece. Do you see us sticking with the Greninja pick here, or do you maybe see another character
I
swap?
foresee him sticking to Greninja, and we go to Dreamland N64. Because that's what's happened in every set against Aerolink. This is iiGGY, so this is different. But, I mean, if this was against Aerolink, who is finally back, I would say without a doubt it's going to Dreamland. But against iiGGY, it won't be Duck Hunt, and it won't be Lilat.
Town and City.
So this is also a good pick. Elementarily, small blast zones benefit Bayonetta very, very well. On top of that, I think this benefits Gibus quite a bit more since Greninja's movement allows him to go along with these varied platforms, at least on this transformation of the stage, with almost no problem, and just pretty much being able to outrange Bayonetta in every facet.
Gibus skirting back, and looks like he was able to use the moment, take back control of center, and put the corner pressure onto iiGGY. But iiGGY so quick at scooping it back up. You're seeing the Shadow Sneak, as we said, so vital for Gibus to get out of these extended sequences, but when you're trapped in Witch Time, not really all that much you can do.
Yeah, this is the problem that Gibus is going to be having with Greninja, is that iiGGY is quite good at reading habits, and it's a little bit easier to read the habits with Greninja on a smaller stage like this. So what Gibus has to hope for is that he can use that almost like Street Fighter-esque neutral that he was using in the beginning there, and try to just use the bait-and-switch kind of mentality on iiGGY, rather than the I'm going to run in and punish you hard for everything mentality.
This is such an incredibly close game, but I feel like iiGGY right now definitely has the advantage. Took stage control momentarily with the back air, but here we are again, just back at center stage. Both players dancing it out, scared to make the first mistake.
It's such a scary moment. It might only be the first stock here, but I am in firm belief right now that whoever takes the first stock in this game is going to win the set. It's just a feeling.
It's just these rapid exchanges. You're seeing the control of the corner swapping positions back and forth as the seconds dwindle on.
Yeah, I mean, this is the way that Gibus has played against any other Bayonetta player, and that includes iiGGY in the past, is he'll try to play to these high percents. He'll try to just chip on this damage, and then if he connects basically any move, you're probably going to be dead. But the forward throw is going to get him near the blast zone. Neutral air still not going to do it.
How on earth is Gibus still alive? No tech there. And iiGGY with an excellent decision to drop down, go drop it in the zone, and get the Nair to ensure he can get the KO.
And now iiGGY, I believe, has, in my opinion, a lot of advantage here because he knows that Gibus is probably going to be far too aggressive. I think far more aggressive than he should be in this situation. I think that he should continue playing the way he was at the end of that stock, chip up some damage, and possibly even seal it off with an up throw. But I think iiGGY's just going to be expecting that at this point.
It's just that it's a different game. Whenever you have a situation where both players are at that very high percent, and you're playing the incremental game against Bayonetta, you feel comfortable because you're not as worried about making a mistake and then getting hit by the ridiculously long sequences. Here, because he's at such a low percent, he's combo fodder, and he knows it.
Up throw will do it. And not a whole lot of percentage to climb to meet Iggy at the hill of this game. I think we're about to reach the apex point here. If Gibus can rack up one big combo, he should be able to find a way to finish off Iggy with the momentum that he has. But if Iggy continues to play this game the way he has, continues to keep it patient, continues to just scare Gibus away from approaching, I think that he should have no problems winning this.
The juggles, the forward air.
These are the big strings that I was talking about.
Oh,
Gibus gets that momentum.
But he saved him. It looked for a minute like he saved him using that extra water shuriken. He didn't need to do that.
He does like to throw out that water shuriken, I think, in general, but we'll see. We'll see if this works out. I think that he lost a little bit of momentum on that. And really, in a Game 3 slowly played situation, or Game 5 if it is in that kind of format, it really all comes down to momentum and who can pick it up first.
That's right. You've seen the cards that are on the table right now. You just need to be able to make the right decisions, and what a decision that was. Double jab F smash. Gibus heading to winner semis.
Yeah, I mean, he's not unfamiliar with that place in the bracket, and going there once again, he is in prime setup.
That seems like a really tough matchup too. Whenever you look at it, if we're talking about from Iggy's standpoint, primarily because of how much utility Gibus gained from the Shadow Sneak. Whenever we look at Bayonetta, especially post-nerf, one of her saving graces is the fact that she has one of the highest damage outputs in the entire game. And when you take that trump card and you rip it in half and throw it off the table, what are you supposed to do?
And that's, I mean, that is what Iggy's good at, is he's good at still finding those combos post-patch, because that's what he focused on pre-patch, is he focused on finding the Bayonetta combos that weren't up B to side B to up B to up air. And now that he can still connect those, he's still having great success with Bayonetta. But when that's taken away from him, you're right, it's very difficult.
It's tough. So now